don't know if COVID of the eye is a thing. But I was walking over here and something got in my eyeball.
Sure.
And I just rubbed it for a good 10 seconds.
This is the bane of my existence because I wear contacts. So when you get something in your eye with contacts, what that means is you've got something holding something onto your eye.
Yes,
which is always horrible.
Marginally worse.
The other great thing that happens is everything gets more cheaply made. This happens to me a lot when I get out of the shower. Like I'll grab the towel and kind of wipe off, and I'll nick one of the contacts. It goes flying into the corner of my eye. I keep waiting for that day. I have to go to the hospital. They have to pop my eye out to find the contact that's out there behind my eye somewhere. You know, this is just the horrible thought I have every time this happens.
Paul, I've succumbed to the person I preach against.
Elon Musk?
No.
Oh,
I made a Black Friday purchase. It's not Black Friday. I made an on-sale purchase. That's what we're going to call it.
Black Friday is like a rolling thing now, right?
It's a rolling thunder of discounts that may or may not be.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them happened back in July.
Yeah. They're just whatever. November sale details. Thursday, Turkey Day. I bought the AirPod Pros.
I thought
the
about
new
that.
ones.
So $200, right?
My current ones are first gen, and they have the battery life of approximately 8 seconds. But
Sorry.
I was going to buy these things anyways.
My wife is for some reason.
I was going to buy them anyways because we got a bunch of flights next year, a bunch of travel, and I usually travel with the Sony XM3s.
Hold on, I missed. You got to go back like 5 minutes. They have the battery life of
8 seconds.
There you go. All right, continue. I'm sorry. At that moment, my wife decided to take the entire ice cube tray 10 feet from my head and just shake it like this. She can do it again, she threatens. This is how our relationship has evolved. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go on.
So anyways, I was going to buy these things anyways before we started traveling on spring break and whatnot because I was trying to small eyes. That's not the right word, but whatever. XM3 is fantastic, noise canceling, greatest over-ear headphone. XM4s are probably better. XM5s are probably better. Whatever. I love them to death. I wear them all day long, but they suck to travel with because they come in a thing that's the size of a melon.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm an adult. I can make adult purchases. And so I was like, I'm going to buy these things before whatever. And then they're $50 off. These things were just announced. So we all know that Apple's hurting for selling stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
Tim Apple's loss is my $50 gain. So I ordered them.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably going to be
They'll
a good
be
choice.
under the tree, whatever. But
yeah. That's okay.
$50 is $50.
Yeah. I've considered it. There's it's not going to happen fast enough for me, but there's a Google Pixel Buds Pro thing that's $150, and if I ever got that $100 coupon for $50, that would become a no-brainer. But I think the AirPods Pro would be a better choice. I think there are Bose and Sony earbud, ANC earbuds that I would consider as well. But yeah, no, this should be great.
The other insanity that's going on right now, which if you thought the $249 Xbox Series S was a good deal, Microsoft sent out an email that I got last night. You may have gotten it too. You can now buy directly from them an Xbox Series S and get the Xbox wired headphones for $250.
How much are the headphones normally?
Like, I think 60.
So you must mean a different number then. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, you got it. I'm sorry. $250. So in other words, for the price of the console on sale plus a pair of wired headphones.
Yes, all for $250. So effectively, the console comes out to $189, or somewhere around there.
So that is a good deal. I will say that reeks of product dumping. That we try to get rid of inventory or whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever. Who cares? Take advantage of it. Great.
The other one though, if you don't want the headphones, and I didn't even know you could do this, but apparently you can. Through Microsoft's Instagram page, you can buy the Xbox Series S standalone console for $199.
Ew.
Okay, hold on. That's $100 less than it was 5 days ago. I was able to. I didn't buy it, but I was able to look it up on my phone. And if you go to their Instagram shop, $199 Xbox Series S.
And $50 with wired headphones. I'm just writing this down so I don't forget this. I got to do Windows Weekly today. It's a good tip. Okay.
Let me see if it's still there before you.
Yeah. Well, I was going to look them up.
The other fun thing.
What's that?
I would show this, but I don't want to. It's my brother. He texted me something, and he needs a new laptop. And he's like, "Is the Surface Laptop 5 any good?" And I was like, "Look, just make sure you get 11th gen, 12th gen." I said, "There's better deals, or better value than a Surface Laptop 5 than the Surface laptop. Like, it's a good thing, but it's not a great value."
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
goes, "Can I just go up to the Microsoft store at the mall and see it real quick?" It's like,
Yeah, you could. First, go back into your time machine, and
yeah. So because he's my brother, I want to text him and be like, yeah, it's still there. Just keep doing loops. You'll find the store eventually. They moved, and by moved I mean to online.
it's next to the Chess King.
So, I was pulling this up for Instagram, and then I saw his text message. Let's see. Microsoft. You click on their thing.
Actually, it was the Instagram account for Microsoft. Is that what you searched for?
Where's the little shop thing? I saw it last night.
Microsoft Store.
I don't know. No, I don't want to block Microsoft. I don't want to restrict Microsoft. They have a store somewhere.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude. You know, I'm sure there's more efficient.
I mean, the Surface Laptop 5 must be a big deal because their post about that got 364 likes.
Oh, God.
Tap to shop. What?
Okay. Now I've at least found their product. The Microsoft Store. But how do I see everything in the Microsoft? Oh, you got to go to Microsoft Store.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was probably Microsoft Store. I don't see anything there, though.
Oh, now it's $240. Did they sell out? I mean, I have screenshots of it from last night.
Interesting. Okay.
Unless it was an accident.
Did you ever look into your AirPlay speaker, whole house audio, whatever?
So, wow, my hair. It's been a rough morning. My kid is off school. My wife is home. The water heater's running. I spent $200 right before this podcast. We're just trying to hold it together. So I did look into it yesterday, trying to map the Sonos speaker to a button. It gets frustrating because you can do it through if this, then that, which is that service. You can do it through there, and I'd be okay with it. But the problem is I want to just map it. Like, what I want to do first is I want to map this thing to a button on my keyboard because then I can do like a proof of concept.
This is going to sound a little goofy, but actually, you can get the Google Home app on your iPhone, and I know that works through Google Home.
Yeah,
it does work through Google Home. It's it's kind of weird because they don't talk to each other anymore, those two companies, but I don't do this. I mean, so I don't do things this way, but you can. I mean, it's worth looking at. You can make a play all, speaker group, whatever, whole house.
Yeah, but that doesn't solve. Like, I want it to a physical button. I don't want it to be virtual. Like, I want to be able to map this thing to a physical button that my 9-year-old can come up and say, my songs, bam.
Even for an American, you're really lazy. I just, it has to be a button.
Well, I don't want to have to open an app. Like, that short circuits the whole thing. Because if I have to open an app, then I could just open the Sonos app and be done with it. I need to map this thing to an Elgato Stream Deck.
Okay.
And I got close. But I did it.
Maybe there's a way I don't know what you call a Google Home routine or something, whatever that is. Maybe there's a way to map that. You'd have to Google
Maybe
this.
there might be a way to map that to the Stream Deck.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get it.
Paul, if I can. This is a one-way train going to Buttontown.
This is your white whale, is what you're saying.
Well, I just want it. There's a novelty aspect to it, but also a simplicity aspect to it, of just being able to go, I want music everywhere in my house on a playlist that I have curated, bam, go. Mm-hmm.
I used to do this, not with a button, but I did back when we were doing Google Cast, Google, whatever, Chromecast. I used to do something like this. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. You like the little clippy thing I had back here? See?
What thing?
Okay. Anyhow.
So somebody in the comments from yesterday's episode, GT Teclorent Creek, I cannot pronounce names to save my life. Just shoot me. He said, create an iOS shortcut that selects AirPlay speakers you want to use, and then the preset playback volumes and playlist that run automatically. Run the shortcut by tapping on your phone or iPad. use the Siri saying the shortcut name, if I remember correctly. So that's very similar to what you were suggesting, but it's not the Brad smash button, hear music.
I literally used the word shortcut because I vaguely understood that in the Apple world there's some kind of Siri shortcut app. It's sort of an if then that thing, I believe, something like that. Some way to visually build what are essentially macros. I've never used it or really even looked at it, but yeah, sure. I'm sure there's different ways to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of ways. There's also a lot
of ways. I like that you're going to waste like 10 hours on this, finally find something that works, when all you have to do is just run the damn app and it works fine, you know.
That, or like I'll get it all set up, and then there'll be an EMP, and I'll have to start all over again, which is usually kind of how it.
And what was that?
I don't know. You just hiccuped over there
for a moment.
No.
Yep.
Anyways, we got the bird holiday here in the U.S. the next 2 days. There's gonna be no podcast Thursday, Friday. There's nothing.
Yeah, this is a nice, disappointing way to go out. So that's good.
Yeah, that's kind of our MO.
Under promise, under deliver.